These are the days of Elijah, declaring the word of the Lord. And these are the days of your servant Moses, righteousness being restored. And though these are days of great trials, of famine and darkness and sword, still we are the voice in the desert crying, prepare ye the way of the Lord. Behold, he comes, riding on the clouds, shining like the sun at the trumpet call. Lift your voice as you hear Jubilee, and down Zion till salvation comes. These are the days.
Hi, welcome to Verse of the Day. My name is Brandon Hathaway, preacher at the Westside Church of Christ in Owensboro, Kentucky. I want to thank you for joining me today as we open up the Bible and study the Word of God. Truly appreciate it, and we got our contact information here on this page. I just want to make sure it's noticed where the church building is located at 4201 Bentry Drive in Owensboro, Kentucky. You can call at 270-683-4204, or you can contact me at 812-605-1208. That is my cell phone, so you can text. Or you can send us an email at westsideowensboro.kentucky@gmail.com. Just if you ever have any questions, anything you'd like to study, any questions about our worship, times of services, please get a hold of us and be more than happy to answer those questions for you. Today we're in Numbers chapter 4, and looking at verses 46 through 49, looking at the end of the chapter here. As again, it's continuing on the point from the last chapter, talking about the Levites and some of their duties and the numbers men they have there. And so throughout chapter 4, though, it lists those who are of the age between 30 and 59. A certain age frame, not from 0 all the way up, just all the males, or all the males above 20. But this is a more specific age range, as it talks about some of the priestly duties, and mainly about the things that they would have to carry with the tent and the tabernacle and the ark and the everything that goes into it, and guarding and the oils and stuff. And so it goes forth and starts listing those things. And so here at the end of the chapter, it reads, it says, all those who were listed of the Levites, whom Moses and Aaron and the chief of Israel listed by the clans of their father's house, from 30 years old up to 50 years old, everyone who could come to do the service of the ministry and the service of bearing burdens in the tent of meeting, those listed were 8,580. According to the commandment of the Lord through Moses, they were listed, each one with a task, his task in serving or carrying. Thus they were listed by him, the Lord commanded Moses. And so they are all each given a command and inspired. And so one part even talked about, carrying it by the poles, not to touch it because it was holy, right? Other parts I remember it was some of the oils. One part talking about guarding it, and so it's just each clan and within the Levites. And remember, the Levites weren't listed within the numbers of the rest of Israel, and so here's some of their numbers. And they had specific duties in which they had to take care of, and their priestly duties. So they were listed, and again, and it kind of gives you a more mind frame. Yes, at 20 years age, Israel, they were able to serve in the military and serve and for war. But here it gives a age range of 30 to 50, certain duties for them to, maybe the heavier duties of carrying and taking care of these certain things. Why maybe, I don't know, but I'd have to do some more study and see if 50 was the age in which they stopped, but I wouldn't imagine so in their priestly duties, but maybe not these duties. And they would focus more on the teaching and the sacrifices possibly. Have to do more study and looking back into that, make sure I'm not misspeaking. But it's a good reading. Again, we kind of think about numbers and just all the numbers that it might be listed, but it actually gives some details in there and some things to learn as we read with those numbers. So I want to thank you for joining me. I hope that everybody has a blessed day today. And again, if the Lord is willing, I will talk to you later.